Hi there, folks, and welcome to the 3-Day 101. I'm Coach Heather, and I'm the coach for Tampa Bay.
And I'm Coach Ann, the coach for Boston.
And we are excited to start you off on your 3-day journey. We're also joined by Coach Staci, our San Diego coach, and Coach Susan, our Dallas-Fort Worth coach. We really appreciate you being here with us. It means a lot that you're taking time out of your day to spend it and learn about the 3-day. Let's talk about Teams meeting etiquette. Please keep yourself on mute and turn off your video as needed. You can manage both in the control panel at the upper right corner of your screen. Please know this meeting is going to be recorded and shared on Facebook and via email. The meeting is going to be split into 3 sections with about 5 minutes for questions after each section. If your question is not answered, then feel free to drop it in the chat, which we will have available during the Q&A portion. You can always email us, your coaches, afterward to follow up. Our contact information is going to be provided at the end of the presentation. And our goal for this meeting is to give you as much information and inspiration to register for the 3-day. But if you're already registered, we really are here to give you all the basic information, including how to jumpstart your fundraising and your training. First of all, can you please raise your hand if you're a newbie? This is awesome. This is awesome. Welcome to the 3-day.
Look at all the newbies.
So nice.
It is great. Well, we will be sharing a lot of information with you on this call. Feel free to take notes or screenshots, but the recording will be shared on our Facebook page and via email, so you can reference it later and share it with your friends and teammates. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our presentation. Welcome to the Pink Bubble. Welcome to our 3-day family. You've officially entered what we lovingly call the Pink Bubble, and we're so excited you're here. Your time here is going to be like nothing you've ever experienced before. You'll meet incredible people, hear moving stories, and you'll accomplish something you'll be really proud of. It won't always be easy, but we're here as a community to support you through this exciting challenge so that you get the most out of it.
Our events take place in 4 different cities, and you'll be staying in a hotel if you're participating in Boston, Dallas-Fort Worth, or Tampa Bay. And you'll be camping if you're participating in San Diego. There will be a hotel option in San Diego, which we'll talk about a bit later. But no matter where you sleep, whether it's in a hotel or in a tent, please know that we lovingly call our home base camp.
On Friday morning, we'll begin our journey with an inspirational opening ceremony, and then we all head out on the route. Along the way, there will be pit stops and grab and goes where you can stop, stretch, go to the bathroom, to be transparent, porta potties, and refill your bottle with ice, water, or sports drinks, and be served some yummy snacks. Medical support will be available for you as well. A delicious lunch will be served midway through your day. And here's one of the best things. People cheer for you all along the way. It's not a race. It's more like a celebration with lots of laughter, tears, support, and joy. If you get injured, are tired, or just need a break from walking, sweet vans along the route can pick you up and take you to the next pit stop where you can get medical attention if you need it, or simply rest and refuel.
After completing your 20 miles for the day, the route will end back at camp where you'll be served dinner, you can grab a shower, and then join us for fun evening activities, including Bank of America massage chairs. Saturday morning, we'll offer a full breakfast before heading out to explore a new part of the city. This day will include pit stops, where drinks, snacks, and medical support are going to be provided, lunch at the halfway celebration, and then you're going to end back at camp with dinner and our inspiring honor ceremony. The honor ceremony is a special time where we all come together to remember those we walk for. It is an incredibly powerful reminder of the impact we make and why we do what we do.
Sunday morning, for one last time, you'll join us for breakfast. Drop your luggage with us for safekeeping and head out on the route. Our amazing 3-day journey culminates with our finish line festival and closing ceremony. You'll receive your victory shirt and your Bank of America finisher's medal. Then gather together to celebrate, revel in all our accomplishments, and honor our survivors and those living with metastatic breast cancer. You'll be joined by friends and family, those who cheered for you along the way, our fabulous crew, and all the participants who walked alongside you throughout this journey. It's really quite incredible.
Now, I know some of you are going to be participating with family or friends, but some are taking on this journey solo. But trust me, you are not going to be alone. Regardless, we promise a fulfilling, connecting experience where you will feel immersed in this incredible community. You can participate in the 3-day by joining a team or by walking solo. First, let's talk about teams. Many people join a team for accountability and training, to host fundraising events together, and to experience team camaraderie on the 3-day. You can start your own team by recruiting your friends and family, or you can join an existing team. Team members participate together. However, we do not offer team fundraising. What that means is everyone must meet their own fundraising requirement to participate. If you're not walking on a team, there's no problem at all. There will be plenty of other solo walkers just like you. Moments of solitude and time spent by yourself on the walk can be incredibly meaningful. If you don't want to walk alone, there will be a flag at opening ceremony and at lunch where you can meet up with other solo walkers. You'll also have plenty of opportunities to meet new friends along the route. No one truly ever walks alone on the 3-day. And one of the most magical parts of the event is the connections you're going to make.
Well, let's talk about what to bring. As we said, we do our best to take care of you along the route by providing drinks, food, bathrooms, and breaks. However, you will want to carry a few things with you when you're walking. Most walkers choose to carry a backpack or a waist pack to bring the essentials. You will need to bring your own wide-mouth water bottle and may choose to carry a rain poncho, sunglasses, your wallet, and anything you personally need to get you through each day's journey. If you take a look at your screen, you'll see we each carry different packs and something a little different in each of our bags. I always bring an extra pair of socks packed in a Ziploc bag, and even though I've only needed them once in 19 events, I was thrilled to have them the one year we got drenched on the morning of day 1.
I personally always have my sunnies, a credit card, and colored chapstick.
And if you have any special circumstances, medical needs, or dietary restrictions, please email your coach.
Okay, let's talk about hotel logistics. In Boston, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Tampa Bay, 3-day walkers and crew will be provided lodging on Friday and Saturday night as part of the event. If you're a registered 3-day participant, you are going to share a room with another 3-day walker or a crew member. 2-day walkers will be offered Saturday night lodging, meaning rooming with another 2-day participant, while 1-day walkers do not receive lodging as part of the event, and they will join us on Sunday morning. 2-day and 1-day walkers may have the option to make hotel arrangements at the special Komen rate for any additional nights. Around 6 weeks before your event, you can choose your roommate or roommates or be assigned a random roommate. If you do not wish to room with another 3-day or 2-day participant, or you want to stay at a different hotel, you're going to be responsible for that cost. Lodging is only covered if you're rooming at our host hotel with another 3-day or 2-day participant per our guidelines. You may also have the option to book at the hotel on Thursday and or Sunday at the Komen rate. Please note though, you are going to be responsible for the cost of those additional nights and for making your own reservation for those nights.
In San Diego, on the other hand, we camp outside. We'll provide you with your own cute little pink tent to sleep in under the stars. And having done that, I'm telling you, it is a beautiful 3-day experience. You will be responsible for bringing your own sleeping bag. Should you choose not to sleep outside, Hotel reservations will be available at one of our host hotels. However, please note that all hotel nights in San Diego are at your own cost, and host hotels will be announced as the event draws nearer. We know this is a lot of information, and we certainly don't expect you to remember all of this. As your coaches, we're here to support you every step of the way. Let's see, is there a way to meet people before going? Amanda is asking. Heather, go ahead, coach.
I would say you can meet people in our city-specific Facebook group. That is an awesome way to see if there's anybody in your local area maybe you can train with. It's nice just to make friends virtually before you go on event. So we will plug that a few times during this call. And I would really recommend it if you're on social media.
The next thing we're going to talk about, fundraising and training. Over the next few months, you'll be preparing for the event through both fundraising and training. We know these things can seem daunting, but we have tips and tools to support you along the way, starting with us, your coaches. Your coach is your supporter, your mentor, your cheerleader, your go-to for all things 3-day. You can reach us by phone or email with questions about training. If you want to brainstorm fundraising ideas, need help personalizing your fundraising page, whatever the case may be, we're here to help you. And there's no such thing as a silly question. Check out your coach on the slide. You can also get general support through your city's Facebook group. For more specific or personalized questions, please give us a call or send us an email. And we will be sharing our email addresses at the end of our meeting. If you're part of a team, your team captain is a great resource for you. So make sure to check in with them for advice and team-specific information. Whether you're on a team or walking solo, every single participant who registers for the 3-day is assigned a personal coach. We're here for you.
In addition to your personal coaches, we have great tech tools to help you achieve your goals. The first is your online participant center. Find yours by logging into the 3day.org with your username and password. Everything you need to know lives here. So let's look at how to navigate within your participant center. This is your homepage and what you see when you first log in. Here you'll find your fundraising progress, your coach's name, contact information, and next steps. You'll also find announcements, important dates, links, and fundraising tips. Let's take a minute to talk about your personal fundraising page. You can personalize it by sharing your why and adding a photo, and we really encourage you to do so. This will help your donors understand your reasons for walking and your connections to Komen and its mission. You can create an easy to remember personal fundraising URL. For example, you can see Coach Ann's here on the screen. Coach Staci is going to drop a link to the Participant Center how-to in the chat as well. Another great tool in the Participant Center gives you the ability to compose and send emails with a direct link to your fundraising page. We include a variety of templates and graphics to help you begin your fundraising journey. There are also some really great social media tools for you to use in your Participant Center. From the main page, you click on social and it'll take you to useful messaging and your personal QR code. We encourage you to explore your Participant Center. It contains so much information.
Now let's dive a little deeper into fundraising and hopefully give you some great ideas. Ending breast cancer is a big goal, and fundraising is needed to support Susan G. Komen's 360-degree approach to take action, drive research, provide care, and unify community. Making this commitment and taking on walking all those miles gives you the reason and the platform to ask for donations. Last year, I walked for the 19th time. We have participants who have walked once and some who have walked over 80 times. No matter where you fit into the 3-day timeline, know that you are walking in the footsteps of the more than 500,000 people who have walked before you and walked in honor or in memory of someone just like you. That's a lot of people. and they all trained and fundraised just like you.
I promise you can do this, and we're going to be there to support you every step of the way.
Every participation type has its own fundraising minimum: $2,300 for 3-day walkers, $1,800 for 2-day walkers, and $750 for 1-day walkers. These numbers may seem intimidating, but we're about to dive into how you can get there.
Some tools available to you include your extensive participant center, where you can access fundraising tools, including templates, infographics, and everything you're going to need to get started. As donations start to roll in, you're going to be able to track your progress, thank your donors, and make sure you're on track to your goal. If you're active on Facebook, you can set up a Facebook fundraiser right there through your participant center. But please do not connect it directly on Facebook. You can personalize your message, you can post pictures, and share your training journey. You will be surprised at who donates when you share your fundraiser on Facebook. To fundraise on Instagram, share your Facebook fundraiser or your participant center URL in your bio. We have a brand new Komen app for 2026. If you've used our app in the past, please delete it and load our new one. With this app, you can check your fundraising progress, send texts, and even upload check donations just by taking a picture of it. It's like having your participant center right in the palm of your hand. And you can see it here. You can even create your custom URL within the app. Also, our Facebook groups are a great place to find fundraising inspiration. Ask fellow participants for their tips and tricks and what works for them.
One of my favorite fundraising tips is get personal. Let folks know why you're doing this. Share your story. When I felt brave enough to share my own story, I was humbled by how many people it resonated with. It helped them understand why I committed to the 3-day and gave them a chance to support me and the cause.
Another important tip is to reach out to everyone, and we mean everyone. You may be surprised at who takes the opportunity to make a difference, whether it's an old Facebook friend, your hairdresser, your neighbor, your best friend. Give everybody the chance to donate. The number one reason people don't donate is because they haven't been asked. Or to say it another way, if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. We strongly encourage you to ask often and follow up. Don't be shy about reminding your donors. Sometimes folks have the best intentions. Time gets away from them. For me, I ask until I hear the word no. Following up is the key to your success. You'll receive more donations from your follow-up than your initial ask. People get busy, they lose their email or text, or they just forget. They will appreciate the reminder when they get another chance to make an impact.
Something I love to do is ask for a specific amount when asking for donations. For example, on my 69th birthday, I asked for $69 donations. When I celebrated 19 years of survivorship, I asked for donations in multiples of 19. The most frequent donation size you'll receive is the one you ask for. And don't be afraid to make it meaningful. Remember, no one will ever give more than they're comfortable giving. Another important tip is to keep your donors included on your journey. Ask who in their lives have been impacted by a breast cancer diagnosis, so you can write their name on a shirt, a ribbon, or a banner to carry along with you on the route. This can help your donors connect to the purpose, and it shows them that you care about their personal story. Lastly, share your gratitude with your donors. You couldn't do this journey without their support. Thank them for their contribution and keep them updated while at the event so they can be reminded of the life-changing impacts they're making. When I receive a donation, I immediately send an email from my participant center. This year, I followed up with a post-event postcard that had the statistics from the event with how much we collectively raised and photos of my daughter and I on event. Heather, what do you do?
I do most of my fundraising on social media, on Facebook. So I immediately will give my donors shout out on my Facebook post. I'll tag them, and that broadens my ask. Finally, our number one tip for fundraising is get started now. We know that kicking off your fundraising may feel a little intimidating, but we're here to support you. And we know how great it feels when you get that first donation in and then your momentum just grows.
And I'll bet you're wondering when you have to have your fundraising complete. What's the deadline? Well, there are a few steps to finalizing your event participation, and I promise you, all the information you need to know, including dates and deadlines, will be communicated to you via email. Now let's dive into the training portion of our meeting. This is my favorite section because I love talking training. Training will help ramp us up and get us prepared to walk all those miles. Here's how to get started. For many of us, walking 20 miles a day isn't a regular part of our routine. And the only person I've ever met on a 3-day who never trained because she didn't have to was a mail carrier. And I'm not kidding. But for the rest of us, training will help build our endurance and get us prepared to walk all those miles. Here's how to get started. In the Participant Center, you can download a training program based on your participant type and city. We have a 24-week training plan and a 16-week training plan. You can also find them by using the link Coach Staci's dropping in the chat. Keep in mind, this document is a training plan for all the cities. So be sure to find yours and get yourself rolling. My first year walking, I followed the 24-week training plan to a T. Now, as well prepared for the event as I was that year, you honestly don't have to walk every single mile in the schedules to successfully train for the event. It's important to use it as a guideline and fit it into your own life. Just take it week by week and get the miles in when you can.
In addition to training on your own, participants just like you volunteer to host training walks that are posted on a calendar within your participant center. This is a great way to connect the 3-day community before the event. Additionally, use your city Facebook group to find a friend to walk with who lives near you. You now have access to our training walk calendar. Training walks are group walks organized by one of your fellow participants. These walks are a great way to connect, start to build community before the event. You simply put in your zip code, the radius that you're willing to travel, and the dates that you're looking to train, and the information will populate. But we really encourage you to come back to this often as the calendar is constantly getting updated.
It's important to get to know your gear. I love talking about this too. And here's my pro tip. You don't want to walk the event in a brand new pair of shoes or a brand new anything for that matter. Train in the shoes, socks, and clothing you plan to walk in. Carry your water bottle, backpack, or waist pack with you to get used to it. My first year, even though I walked that full training schedule, I didn't train with my full waist pack, and I finished the event with cute little bruises on my hips. The most important thing is to get out there and start walking. The more opportunities you have to train, the better prepared you'll be. Ramp up your mileage in a safe and comfortable way and incorporate those long back-to-back walks as the event gets closer.
If this sounds like a lot, it is, but don't worry. We're going to have fun and just take in this experience. Fundraising and training may be hard sometimes, but once you're at the event, you'll recognize the value of all the hard work you've put in. And we promise it is going to be worth it.
I'd like to share something personal with you. We all have a reason why we walk the 3-day. And mine is that I'm a 20-year breast cancer survivor who was directly impacted by Susan G. Komen funding. My original treatment plan was to have 56 total chemotherapy infusions over a year and a half. But as I was about to begin the last 40 weeks of infusions, my oncologist told me that new research funded by Komen showed that I could have just 13 infusions over 40 weeks with the same results. That's huge. Because of funds raised by 3-day walkers that I had never met, I was given 26 more times that I didn't have to go to the hospital for treatment. 26 more days I could be home with my kids. This changed my life. Now is your chance to do the same for someone just like me. Maybe someone you will never meet, and that matters.
I'm a former 3-day walker, and I'm so fortunate to have had the opportunity to assist our participants as a 3-day coach these last 9 years. I was not directly affected by breast cancer until early 2019 when my own sweet mama was diagnosed. I was really grateful to be part of this incredible community of support and hope and resources and love while she went through her treatment. And I am happy to say my mom is doing wonderful today. Susan G. Komen is an incredible organization, and the funds we raise as 3-day participants support the work they do. In the next 4 slides, we're going to share statistics about breast cancer and how the funds you raise make a difference. We'll pause, we'll give you some time to take notes or snap a picture of the slides so you too can share this important information to inspire and educate your donors. We will be sharing a link with this information on it as well. Worldwide, breast cancer is the most common cancer in women and the leading cause of cancer death in women. 1 in 8 women in the US will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime. And there are more than 4 million breast cancer survivors and women living with breast cancer in the US today. In 2026, about 53,100 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed among women under the age of 50 in the US. These statistics are scary, but walking 60 miles is a challenge that we commit to in our determination to change them. Our footsteps are important, but it is through our fundraising that we have the most power to make an impact.
And we really are making an impact. Improvements in early detection and treatment contributed to a 44% decline in the breast cancer death rate in the US between 1989 and 2020. 44%, that's an amazing number. You might be thinking to yourself, oh, I'm just raising $750, $1,800, or $2,300. But you're part of something really huge. The funds we raise help and have helped Susan G. Komen's mission to save lives and support those living with metastatic breast cancer by investing nearly $1.1 billion in breakthrough research. Additionally, nearly $2.5 billion has been invested in advocacy and patient support services, including patient navigation, education, information, resources, and financial support. Your fundraising dollars also support the Susan G. Komen Breast Care Helpline, which provides answers to questions about your breast cancer risk, emotional support, access to no-cost screening mammograms and diagnostic services, as well as financial assistance based on income eligibility, and access to culturally responsive patient navigators. In short, you and your donors truly impact lives. These incredible facts can help your donors understand the difference they can make. Coach Staci will drop a link to a printable Why We Walk document in the chat.
Okay, let's put this in perspective by taking a second to think about what you and I did today. I grabbed my early morning coffee, I checked some Tampa Bay emails, went and logged some miles at the rec center, and then I dug in for all things 3-day. Maybe your day looked a little similar, a combination of routine tasks and little things to support our shared mission. On a bigger scale, on any given day, Komen has invested more than $250 million in nearly 590 research grants and over 70 clinical trials focused on metastatic breast cancer specifically. More than 1,800 potential treatments, with more than 800 of them focused on MBC and aggressive breast cancers, are being discovered and tested.
Well, Coach Heather, this morning I grabbed some coffee, worked on Wordle connections and strands, did my morning yoga, texted my 3 kids to say good morning. Once I logged in, I got busy connecting and supporting participants, just like all of you in this call. 54% of Komen's funding specifically targets metastatic breast cancer, and 21% is dedicated to eliminating health disparities. Our research investments are guided by more than 50 leading scientists and advocates to ensure the patient perspective is incorporated. I know we just threw a ton of numbers at you, but these numbers are important and they tell the story of what your fundraising dollars can achieve. These numbers represent individual people whose lives will be changed or saved by the money you will help raise for Komen. People just like me. We do have a downloadable, printable document available for you to use in your fundraising, and Coach Staci is going to drop that in the chat. Since 2003, the Komen 3-Day has raised more than $927 million. Wow. The net proceeds raised by the 3-Day help Komen save lives and fight breast cancer. And now you're a part of it. You're going to live the rest of your life knowing that you helped make those advancements possible. You took action. You helped save lives. You chose to be part of the solution. What an incredible achievement to have as part of your life story.
Before we wrap up, please join me in taking just a brief moment to reflect on who or what brought you here today. Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay, let's talk about registering. If you are not yet registered, please take note of our special registration discount code. If you have any hesitations, questions, concerns, please reach out to a coach. We would love to get you registered. If you have already registered, please share this discount code with your family and friends and encourage them to join you on the 3-Day. Our referral program is also pretty great. You will receive 250 reward program points if you recruit a brand new walker and they raise $500 by May 31st. If you recruit 2 and they each raise $500 by May 31st, you'll receive $500, but it does max out at 2 recruits. And if you are brand new, first-time walker, we have a cool gift for you. If you're participating in Boston, Dallas-Fort Worth, or San Diego, and you raise your first $500 between February 1st and April 30th, you will receive a limited edition Komen travel toiletry bag you can see here. Tampa Bay, you have a little longer. You have until August 31st.
The crew is the backbone of the Komen 3-Day. A crew member is a registered 3-Day participant who attends the event in a service capacity. Crew members do not walk the 60-mile route. They are on site during the entire event, performing specific jobs. All 3-Day crew members, except medical crew members, have a $100 fundraising minimum requirement to participate. This is another great way to become involved in the 3-Day. Invite your friends and family, and Coach Staci is going to drop a link where you can reach out to our crew lead, Coach Kia, for more information. We want to share some upcoming events, such as our Coaches Corner on April 22nd, designed for brand new walkers, and our Boston Training Q&A. These are informal drop-in sessions, so feel free to stop in, ask your question, and drop off, or stay the whole time. There are lots of cool things for you to be a part of. You can RSVP for these and more upcoming events at the3day.org/calendar. Be sure to bookmark the 3-Day calendar so you never miss an event to learn more about fundraising, training, and other 3-Day details. And don't miss our monthly newsletter, which is your primary source for important 3-Day updates, key deadlines, and event information, designed to keep everything you need in one place. Your coaches are available via email and phone, so if you have any questions, please reach out to us. These are all of our addresses, and also we're dropping the addresses to our city-specific Facebook groups.
We're also going to be in touch with you regularly via email, sometimes by text with important updates. We know that it can feel like we email you a lot, but we want to make sure that you have all the information to best prepare you for this event and remind you of all important details and deadlines. So please, please read your emails. Now is the time to ask some of those final questions. What do we got?
Julie from Team Girlapalooza is inviting peeps to join Team Girlapalooza. So thank you, Julie. We appreciate that. There are several more info sessions before the events. Check the calendar, and RSVP. Be sure to join your city-specific Facebook group to connect with other participants, share fundraising ideas, training ideas. What kind of socks do you like to wear? It's a plethora of information in those Facebook groups.
Can I also say that this is very like an overview, right? As we get closer to your event, we dedicate an entire hour webinar specific to your event. It's called an event prep webinar. So there's no way you'll be able to miss that. We'll plug it on social. We'll send you emails, but just know this is an overview. We do get real specific with you closer to event. When we talk about the Facebook group, that is a community for you. Like, you ask questions, our veterans jump in. Like, if you're a newbie, chances are other newbies have the same question. So like Ann said, there's no such thing as a silly question. So please ask your questions. But if there is something specific to you and your situation, just contact us. We'll be able to help you one-on-one.
We know the 3-day can seem like a lot at times. It's a lot of training, it's a lot of fundraising, but it's your chance to change a life. Think about the 500,000 walkers that came before you. Some of those walkers raised the money that saved me 26 infusions and changed my life. If you are registered, we're asking you to step out of your comfort zone and do one thing differently in your fundraising to ramp it up, or ask someone to join you on this journey. If you have not yet registered, we're asking you to make that commitment today. Think about why you're attending this meeting. Think about your why and register today. We all make time for the things that are important to us, and we ask you to make the time to do this. So thank you again for being here. And as always, please feel free to reach out to your coach as we continue on this amazing, life-changing event and the journey together.
Thanks, folks. Have a great night.